Hello everyone, my name is Ashlyn and today I'm showing you how to make these fortune tellers and how to make them into a drinking game because, you know, we're all students here. So, to set the scene as to why I'm making this video, I was sitting with my friends in our house and we're having a chat about something or other, and I just happened to mention my old paper fortune teller, origami fortune teller, whatever you want to call it, from Girl Talk magazine. Girl Talk being a super classic magazine I used to read. I've had it for years, I've still got it back in my parents' house, and I frequently do use it to advise me about my, you know, future forthcomings in the future or whatever. And I thought, you know, why don't we use paper fortune tellers anymore? Why don't we bring them up to date? And together, me and my friends concocted some drinking games that you can make with your paper fortune tellers. If you exactly want to know how to make your own paper fortune teller, this is the timestamp for the tutorial. Skip ahead. But if you want to know how to make it fun, stick right with me. So, I have here 3 different ideas for paper fortune teller drinking games, whatever you want to call it, and they're kind of 1v1. So one person does the controlling and the other person does the picking. Okay, so the first paper fortune teller that we made is this one. The way in which we use this one is one person controls it, one person picks, and then whatever the outcome tends to be is how many drinks they have to take. So we have numbers here from 1 to 10, and then one that says down it fresher, which is just a classic student line. Even if you're not a fresher, you still have to down it fresher. You know what I'm saying? Our second idea is this one, which is slightly different. This one has different instructions, and these all revolve around just like a drink. So we have pick a boy or pick a girl to have a drink, get everyone in the room to have a drink, nominate someone to have a drink, blah blah blah. So these two, what I've just mentioned, the one with like the numbers in of how many drinks you need to have, and this one with the instructions in, these would be great at like pre-drinks, not necessarily parties. It could work for parties too, but like with drinking games, sometimes it's nice just to kind of spice up the pre-drinks that you have with your friends at home or your housemates or whatever. These are the ones that only need 2 people to play. Now this one is a little bit more complicated, so you need 2 of the paper fortune tellers to play. These one and this one is basically truth or dare, but truth or dare I know can be such a hassle in like parties because no one really like can think of good dares on the spot, no one can think of interesting truths. It just tends to kind of fall flat. It used to be good when we were like 10 or like 14 or whatever, but now it's just not as interesting anymore. But with these it makes your lives very much easier because everyone can pre-decide what sort of dares you have. Like this one is our dare one. And then everyone can also pre-decide which sort of truths you've got, so these have the truths on the edges. So, to talk about some of the days that are in here, we've got some funny ones like lap dance or lick someone. We've got kind of basic ones like spoonful of whatever, so you go around to your fridge and you pick out like chili powder or olive juice or tomato sauce or something grim, and they have to have the spoonful. Do an impression of someone at the party, ask someone out. You've got to go up to someone and like seriously ask them out as if you really want to. And like there's also an option for a live dare if there's any days that like you know you can't think of right now but would be good at the time. That's what the live dare means. So again, with these sort of things you can put whatever kind of dares that you want in, and it's exactly the same with the truth. To summarise, obviously you can put whatever you want in your fortune tellers. I think the most fun to play would probably be the truth or dare ones because they're kind of simple. Again, makes, like I said, makes truth or dare simpler. And the most easiest one to play with this one, which is the drinking one. And you don't even have to like go around each person do it. It could just be one person. If someone goes, oh, I'm a bit bored, let's just do this or whatever. Like it's really simple to play and really easy to make as well. So now I shall show you how to make these wonderful little things, and you can start creating your own wonderful drinking games. Hello, you've now joined me at the tutorial table, if that's what it can now be called. So, first thing you want to do for your paper fortune teller is take a piece of paper. It's in the name, so you kind of need it. Any size of piece of paper will do. Obviously, the bigger the paper, the bigger the fortune teller. These were kind of small pieces of paper, and this is quite a big one, so we shall see how it compares to the ones we've made earlier, Blue Peter style. So, just to make sure you get the right size, because again, most piece of paper or rectangle, you want it to be in a square, what you do is just bring one of the corners of your paper as far along as you can while it can still make a triangle. You see what I mean? Like if I took it over, it would overlap on the paper and it wouldn't fit right. Right now, when it's here on the piece of paper, it's making a nice triangle. So you're going to mark this triangle out, and what you want to do is get rid of this piece of paper. You should have something that looks like this, then unfold it and point it towards yourself so it's a diamond shape, like so. And what you want to do is then fold this corner over to this corner, and this will create a crisscross line. And this will then create a nice square with the crisscross line. So now what you want to do is face it towards you in a diamond shape again, and take this corner here and put it to the middle of the paper that you've created with your little crisscross. You want to do this on all four sides until you've made another square. Sorry about that, my camera died, but you should be left with this square with these little four triangles in. So what you want to do from here is flip it over and do the exact same on the other side. So what you're doing is pushing this corner to the middle and carry on going until you've got another square. So now you've got an even smaller square. Now what you want to do is turn it over to this side, fold it in half, and fold it in half again, like this. Now you don't, that last step isn't necessary, but it is good to kind of make sure that your fortune teller is in the right place so that you can put your fingers inside and use it like you want to. So this one is quite a big one, so you can write a lot more on the inside if that's what you want to do. And that was again with an A4 size piece of paper. Now it's time to decorate it. So you can unfold it out again, and you can start from the outside like here, because this is the part where your kind of numbers would be on. That's what we've done for most of ours. We've done the numbers on this kind of outside. You can do that in any way, any colour that you like anyway, as long as you can read it. On the inside is usually where you, on these kind of parts, on here, actually, let me try and unfold it. Yeah. So on here is then where you put the colours, like so. We've done random colours here, again random colours on this one. I think this one is a rainbow sort of pattern. Yeah, and then on the inside you'll have your instructions, your days, your truths, your numbers for how many drinks you want to take, whatever. You could even do one that is not to do with drinking games at all. It's just a normal fortune teller, and on the inside you have yes or no, maybe, ask again sort of questions, typical of a normal fortune teller, because this is the one I made first before we started to do drinking games. Big into drinking games, because again these can be completely innocent. You can put whatever you want inside and play whatever kind of game that you want. I'll show you the speeded up version, just to conclude, from a friend who's super good at making them, and then you should be good to go. Any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to help. And that is the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with your friends so you can kind of spread out the message of drinking games. It'd be so great if this could kind of become a bit more of a thing, like, because as you've just seen, they're super easy to make, so much fun to play, and yeah, so share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more content from me if that's what you're into. Like I said before, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye! This one has